Hello all, welcome back to the LD Only walkthrough account. This is episode 49, and we have a couple of tasks to do today. First, we're going to look at our Giants team. 2, we're going to do some summons, and then 3, we're going to see if we can get any good rune crafts. So let's get started. We have a lot to do. So we're looking at, this is the latest 30 run of my Giants Keep Abyss Hard. Average clear time of 1:47. Down to 1:18 is the fastest, and my record is like 1:01. So still all above a minute. One of the things I've been realizing is that I just need a faster Giants team if I'm ever going to get anywhere in RTA. So I'm running 1:40, 1:50 on average. The people who are in C1 RTA don't have that. Their average is much lower. So our goal is to look at the Giants team today and get down to below a minute average runtime. Ideally below 45 seconds, but we will see if that's going to be possible. So this is the current team. It's a very safe team. I can't remember the last time this team failed. It does fail once in a while, and I've never been actually watching it to see why it fails. So we'll have to try to make sure that the next team that we make is just as safe. So we've got Veramos for the HP lead. He's got a shield set, rage, pretty good stats. He does a ton of damage to the giant with his skill 2. And then we've got Aragar here with 1 fight set. But he doesn't do a lot of damage. He just helps the team sustain itself. And then Bella's here with another shield set and another fight set, again, to just help the team sustain. And then Crow does really good damage. He's built pretty well. And then we have Luna, who I just got from the Hall of Heroes, who's also built pretty well. She does a good amount of damage, but she dies once in a while. So when we redo this team, we can't really improve her runes very much. So we need to replace either Aragar or Bella with another damage dealer and try to speed up the run. And we've got a couple of options. We pulled the Dark Cyborg. I'm really interested in trying her damage, so we're going to rune her up. And Helia does really good damage too, but she's not based on max HP. So, but she does provide another brand though. So we're going to try a few things out. Just wanted to show you that that's the current team, and I'm going to go off camera now and spend some time working on the new team. And once we get something that's stable and faster, we'll come back. And we're back. We've been working on the team. This is it right now. Actually, we brought Fami in for her 25% crit damage lead, and that has actually helped a lot. Fami's actually pretty good for Giants. Her skill set works well. And so this is the team we're running right now. Fami, Bella, Luna, Crow, and Vero. And so it's not under a minute yet, but we're getting there. So if we look at what's been going on in these runs right here, here's 1:19, 1:25, 1:14, 1:48. But basically the average runtime is right around 1:20 now. And earlier in the video with the old team, our record was 1:18. And if we look at what's going on now, we now have a record of 46 seconds. Slightly different team, but this team was very unstable. It was not good. And the AI was perfect. We had 4 damage dealers plus a defense breaker in Mantura. And also Helia and the Dark Cyborg provide defense breaks. If I could get survivability on that team up, then this could potentially be the really fast speed team. But it dies a lot. So that's why we're using the current team, and we're going to continue working on it. And so first is Fami. And so she's built crit damage build, but she's on 2 fight sets and an ally HP set to help her help the team survive. So she's on attack, crit damage, accuracy, because she needs good accuracy to land her debuffs, which are very helpful. So her skill set is actually pretty good for Giants. Skill 1 lands an attack power break and also does more damage based on harmful effects on the enemies. That can hit pretty hard, actually. This does AoE slow, which is great for the towers, so she's really good for that. And then this one does a defense break, and if the target is not stunned, she instantly gains a turn. So often she'll do skill 3, which will defense break the giant, and she'll proc into skill 1 and then attack power break the giant. So she's really good for helping the team survive the giant. And she's good for slowing down the waves as well. But our fastest unit is actually Bella. She goes first, and I want her going first because she's a very reliable defense break, which makes the waves go faster. And she's on double fight shield, and just speed, HP, and she's got 65% accuracy with an additional 17% accuracy for skill 1 to make sure she lands her defense break. So her accuracy is a little bit low, but that's the best sets I could put on her. And then there's her light artifact as well. I'll try to show all the runes and artifacts. You can always pause the video if you're trying to replicate the team. Okay, so the turn order is Bella goes first to set up the defense break, and then Veramos goes first. He usually does the AoE. Veramos is on double fight shield as well, and speed, crit damage, HP. And he's 144% crit damage, which is low, and the crit rate's a little low. But Veramos is there more for landing his attack bar reduction on the towers to keep the towers from screwing things up. And he also does damage by enemy max HP with skill 2. So Veramos does provide some damage. It's a decent amount, but his runes are not very strong. But we're trying to get enough fight runes on here to make Crow hit like crazy. So Bella, then Vero, then Fami goes next. She puts another defense break out there, AoE slow, and attack power break. And she does a decent amount of damage as well. Attack, crit damage, accuracy. I had to use accuracy to make sure she landed her debuffs and to get her speed right. So she's got 16 speed from that rune, which allows her to be third in the team. So then with Bella and Fami both putting defense breaks up, then it's time for the damage dealers to come in. And so Luna goes next. And so she's on Rage Blade, speed, crit damage, attack. And I might eventually put her on attack, crit damage, attack. She would certainly do more damage that way. But I don't have a good attack percent with good crit rate for her. So I wanted her at 100% crit rate. This is the closest we can get. 224% crit damage. And then she has pretty skill 1, skill 2, and skill 3 crit damage in her attack artifact, plus some skill 3 accuracy, so she can reduce the boss's attack bar. And then the left one is not very good, except that it has 22% extra when the crit damage when the enemy's HP is low, and also a little bit of additional damage from attack. But this is to help her survive better because she was dying a lot. So we're still working on trying to get her runed up better. Eventually we want to switch her to attack, crit damage, attack, and that might be enough that we can one-shot the boss with a combination of Luna and then Crow with all the fight sets. So Crow's runed fairly good on a 97% crit rate, 200% crit damage, decent amount of attack. Crow is on attack, crit damage attack. We want him to be doing a lot of the big damage. But his attack stat's a little low on rune 1. His attack stat is a little low on rune 5. But the other stats are very helpful, so it's really hard to get better runes for him. I mean, you don't need a 22% defense stat. Can't get any more attack from slot 3. Really, we just need a better attack percent there, along with providing speed and crit rate. So that's Crow. Some decent extra crit damage, both more and less HP. But obviously these artifacts can be better. Here's another one, a little bit more accuracy to help Crow land his attack power break. But clearly both of these artifacts can be better. So I think this team has the potential to be a speed team. And also once I get Roberta's runes better, she might replace Vero. Because if we're not worried as much about the giant and the towers going off, if we can just kill the giant quicker, Roberta's skill 3 does really well. Roberta's skill 3 takes about half of the giant's HP away with one hit. So combine that with Crow and a lot of fight runes, I think Roberta and Crow, and then either Luna or Vero can finish off the giant in one run, one turn for the 5 units. We just need a little more damage, and then we can get rid of the giant in one round of 5 turns for the team, and then we'll have a speed team. Because what happens now, I'm not sure where the run is, but what happens now is, so we defense break. Sometimes we don't have our good skills available. So there's almost half the HP from Luna. Crow did not have his big skill available, so now we're waiting. Vero didn't use skill 2. Crow didn't use skill 3, or missed anyway. So you can see we're wasting a lot of time here because we didn't kill the giant in the first round. So now we're waiting. There's Scar, okay. So it's just a matter of the team having their skills available when they get to the giant and being able to do enough damage. There's a minute 22. So we're not doing bad. Okay, so that's the Giants team, and I think I focus very heavily on one thing now per account. So all I've been focusing on is getting Giants down. I will show you. So let's come here, and I'll show you that I have also been working on, because I need much better artifacts, I've been working on my Punisher's Crypt team. Got that down to a minute 46, which is actually pretty good. The record, it's slightly over 2 minutes. So this is the team: Dark Vampire Lord, Jolton, Crow, Ashir, and Pang. Pang is awesome for Punisher's Crypt for an LD only account, because she extends the time of harmful effects on the boss. So normally that boss is clearing off the defense break so quickly. We've got Pang on Violent. If she procs, the debuffs stay on the boss for a while. You see 4, 5, 6 turns on the debuffs, and she really helps kill off the boss. So she's really good for that. We'll do a full in-depth video once that Punisher's Crypt team is even better. But those are the 2 things I've been working on. And let's see what our average runtime was now. A minute 31. And we got a minute 12 in this run. So we're doing good. Let's see, can we get double crit rate on this? We did. Okay, so that's a keeper. That's okay. Flat attack isn't great. It would have been better to get crit rate, but now we can gem out the resistance. That's actually a usable rune. So it's nice to get usable runes. So now we will continue working on the Giants team. We'll continue working on the Punisher's Crypt Abyss Hard team, which is stable. I do 30 runs with maybe one fail, and we'll do a video on that. And then the other thing that we're really struggling with right now is we need suggestions for Spiritual Realm Abyss Hard. This is the current team. It does not do well. It's not stable. We're trying to be fast by using Eridos as the lead, and then Crow for damage. He does. Wei Shin does a decent amount of damage and does ignore defense with skill 1. Fran is there. This is my crit rate Fran, 94% crit rate, so that she can get, so she isn't contributing to the non-critical hits that make the boss attack you a lot. Diaz is here. Now his crit rate is too low, and that might be part of the problem for this team. I need to have him have a higher crit rate as well. And I think it would be better if he was unviolent. So this is the current team, and I don't like it very much. Wei Shin is, so for a light and dark only team, you have very few options to do a crit rate boost. I believe Wei Shin is the only one that does an AoE crit rate boost for LD3s. So that's his job. You can also use the Dark Pumpkin in here, but the Dark Pumpkin has a passive, which gets Oblivion from the boss. So I tried that as well. That didn't work out. So for those of you that are watchers of the videos and you run light dark only accounts, if you have come up with a Spiritual Realm Abyss Hard team that's really solid, using mostly free to play units, please put a comment in the YouTube comments. I'd love to see what you've done. Or just make suggestions on what units to use. I have all of the LD3s, with the exception of the Light Martial Cat, which is annoying. I'd really like to get her. And then I have quite a few LD4s now. Hall of Heroes event has been outstanding. For those of you that are on the fence about starting in LD only account, now is the time. The time was 7 weeks ago. When this, it's already up to week 10. I already had her, but I did not have Carl. So I picked up Carl, and he's really good for going against Triana defenses in Siege. So I'm building multiple copies of him. And obviously I picked the Dark Pumpkin. He's so good. Even though I already had one Kamiya, I did not pick the Light Hat Boy because he's garbage. I may regret that later if they buff him, but I wanted more Kamiyas for Siege offense and Siege defense. She's but very simple offense of Fran, Lauren, and Kamiya. If you go against slower teams, you almost always outspeed, and then Kamiya and Lauren just control the whole defense. It's a great offense. So that's all we're talking about tonight. The Giants team is improving. We've got a Punisher's Crypt Abyss Hard team going, and we got so Bo, Uni, and Champ are around to wish me good luck in the summons. They all did the dance. That's tradition here, and we are good. Just kidding. This is our guild. We're in Punisher 3 Siege, which is decent, but we're kind of a relaxed guild. There's actually a lot of us that are running LD only accounts. So 100 Mysticals, a couple of Elementals, and then we've gathered up 10 Light Darks, 6 Legendaries, 3 more Light and Dark chances, and we have 25 10-year Special Scrolls, which are also Light Dark chances. So we're hoping to get something good out of these. The regular scrolls, we're just looking for Duke Nat 5s, and we also have a couple of so I summoned 30 Mysticals a few days ago, and I got 2 Nat 5s out of it, and both of them were Dukes. So we've got 6 Light Dark Scrolls waiting for us. We wanted to do these summons first to see if we get any more Duke Nat 5s out of these scrolls. 4 lightning out of 100. Well, plus 5 lightning out of 100. That's pretty bad. Well, maybe that means we're saving the lightnings for the light darks. So we'll do the light darks last. And the 10-year specials last. So we're going to do the legendaries to see if we can get a dupe Nat 5. That would be nice. Skill up for if we ever get Ileana. Another lightning. Okay, water Kabi Princess. Another Kyle. Thank you. Don't need you. And it's a cyborg skill up, which I already. I know you guys will cringe, but I used Devilmons on my last cyborg, the Dark Cyborg, because I had 78 Devilmons, because I don't get Nat 5s very often. So, and no, we struck out on legendaries. Doesn't feel very legendary to me. Yes, we were able to get 7, so that's awesome. So we got 7 more light darks. Okay, so this is what we're all waiting for. The pressure's off a little bit because there's so many good hauls of heroes coming up. It still would be really nice to get a new toy. So LD4, LD5, either one would be fine. So we got 13. We've got 17 light darks, which is what it usually requires to get 1 lightning. 3 legendary all attributes, and then 25 10-year scrolls. So, okay, we better actually. You know what? We're gonna pull out the big guns for this because Geminis were not doing it. So we've got Linda, we've got Gina. We should have done this properly before, but we're gonna do it properly now. So, this is gonna be a little difficult. Okay, we're getting some slow jiggles in here. There we go. Okay, Comtuos, be nice to us. Just 1 new toy. That's all we're asking for. Can we get 1 new toy out of a little over 20 light dark chances? You know, it wouldn't be bad to get the light Marshall Cat either, because that's the only LD3 that we're missing. There's another Thrain. Not really looking for any LD3s that would help in Siege. There's not very many that do help in Siege, so we're looking for that lightning. Now, he actually would help in Siege. Just after I said that. I already have 1 built, though. So, another dupe Dark Mummies, not good. Dark Viking, he's a secret dungeon. Come on. Light Lizard Man, not useful. White Frankenstein, I already have a couple of him, so he's actually useful in Siege. I've even used him in RTA occasionally. There's there's a Dark Lizard. So once again, light darks are looking pretty bad. Another secret dungeon. Come on. What do we got? Dupe Crow. We got plenty of those. Ooh, lightning. Okay, here we go. What are we getting?
I don't believe that. I believe it. I don't believe that. I believe it. I don't believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
Oh my God. LD5. Wow. I have no idea what he does. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Okay. So I'm going to have to research this guy because, okay, so I know immediately he's going to help in the dimension hole. It ignores all damage reduction effects. He'll be really good for that. But can he be used in Siege or RTA? He does the counterattack effect for 2 turns and the threat state. So he could be really useful. Inflicts damage that ignores the enemy's defense and fills up your attack bar if the enemy gets defeated. And passive skills of all enemies, excluding the boss, are not activated. So he can go in and snipe someone, and their passives are not going to activate. So, okay. So now we have a new toy that we asked for. So we're immediately blocking this. And we're going to awaken him up. Wow. He looks so cool. Okay, I'm excited. I don't know if he's good or not. I haven't seen him in RTA very much, so maybe he's not the best. But we will find some use for him, I am sure. Wow. That's awesome. You know, every time I feel a little guilty, now that I already have 2 LD5s on this account, now 3, and I see so many people in chats all around the game that have been playing for 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. They still don't have an LD5. So I feel bad for you, but I will try to play with the new toy so you guys can see it. That's awesome. That is so cool. Ooh, another lightning. Let's see what we get here. That's Verisa. I already have her. And there's a Hall of Heroes coming up with her. But it's nice to get a dupe of Verisa. She's really good. And we still don't have the Light Martial Cat. But not complaining. Let's see if we can get anything else. That's the fire one, I think. Yeah. Don't care about that. And we're looking for LDs here. That's Water Kung Fu Girl. And then Madeline. Well, Madeline's skill up anyway. So we'll take that. And now we've got 10-year special scrolls. So we can get LDs from this. Can we get the Light Martial Cat, please? No, we can't. Okay, can we get a Lightning? Ooh, I actually wanted another Dark Harpy. Because so Helia is really good for giants, except for her skill 2. Her skill 2 is a stun, and it just eats up a turn. And I want to try to get her skill 1 and skill 3 maxed without her skill 2 maxed. So that way she's a really good defense breaker, but doesn't use that stun skill very much. So I can try that. And I think we are done now. Dark Yeti. Seems like I always have to summon the Dark Yeti. Last 10-year special scroll. Doesn't matter. I've got a new toy. And I'm just very curious what his multipliers are on skill 3. Because if he can really snipe something, because he attacks with damage that ignores the enemy's defense. So hopefully he can snipe a unit and then get another turn. And I don't know. That's really cool. Okay, 3 LD5s. I mean, this is like my best account now, right? No, I mean, my main has a ton of regular net files, but this account just got so much more interested. So, very cool. All right, well, we're really excited about that. That's it for this video. We know what the next video is going to be about. It's not going to be about Punisher's Crypt Abyss Hard. That's going to have to be in another video because we're going to be doing a White Steel Commander focus video in the next one. So thanks for watching this. I appreciate it. Feel free to leave some comments down below on how the series is coming together. It's going to be very appropriate. The next video is going to be episode 50, and we will be featuring our third LD5. So quite exciting. Very cool. All right, we'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya. Attack stat's a little low. His attack stat is a little low. So we're working on artifacts. So we're working for artifacts.